Okay, this is the video demonstration of the LakeShore 8600 series VSM. Okay, here's your electromagnet. And then your control unit with the PC on top. Just want to explain that this is the PC in the back here. You have USB connections that must be made. This is all explained in the manual. And here's your power source. Here's some additional parts that will be sent along. You get a 0-volt ionizer. And the PC will be packaged in this box here. Okay, let's talk about the power requirements. This is a 208 three-phase system. And here are your line requirements. It's 13 amps. Going to the back of the control unit here. All right, here's your output to your coil. Your electromagnet, plus is red, minus is black. Here's your three-phase power source. I have it on a 30 amp breaker here, but I believe it's 13 amps. Your water line coming in and out. I want to talk about the water. We're using our house chiller, and you need water for both your electromagnet as well as your power supply. So what I did here is I just teed it. These white insulated lines going into the coil. And typically what you want to do is you want to put your supply on this side, and where the flow meter or the flow sensor is on your return side. So that's your out. This is your in, this is your out. And as well as this here, this is the in on the where the valve is. That's your in, and then your out. It's as you can see, the out is labeled, and I believe the in probably labeled too. And then there's a connection for, this connection will have to be made. It's for your flow switch. It's telling the power supply that the magnet is receiving water flow. And then all the other lines, electrical interconnects are made, and they're pretty much labeled, or you can figure it out. But this is your head signals, your head power, then your USB here. That's one group of cables that need to be connected, and as well as these down here. I can't get it out of it. There's your right X coil, as well as your AGM drive, and on this side. They're all labeled, and you can refer to the manual. It explains exactly where they go. Yeah. Okay, so what I did is I followed the manual for the installation. We recommend that you use LakeShore port. You need to make sure that your coil is level by using the feet here, and then you want to position your head properly. Again, it is explained in the manual. And what I did is I had attach the sample rod here with a nickel sphere sample, and I did this, what they call a saddle. So I positioned it yesterday so that it's in the center and that it rotates correctly. All right, so what I'm gonna do, oh, I just want to explain too, there is a 110 volt power cord for your control units here too. So we just have a, I believe it's this one here, so the 110 line coming out, that needs to be connected. All right. So what I'll do is I'm gonna, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the chiller on. This is our house chiller. I believe I have it set at 21 degrees Celsius. Hit on. Alright, so now we have the water flow to the magnet as well as the power supply. And we'll go ahead and power this up. You have a switch right here. For your 110, and then you can turn your power to your magnet on, to your power supply. Now we do have manuals for both the VSM system as well as the power supply. We'll send these along. And here's where I put the nickel sphere sample. It just screws into the end of the rod down here. You can see that, but it's basically right in there. It screws on. And that's your rod. And it attaches up here. The rod will be removed and the sample will be placed back into the box, and we'll put it into this top drawer. Additional parts here. When you boot up, you're going to see I'm going to put in your password. That is the password. Push on the buttons on the side to get that drawer closed. Alright, so what we need to do is power up the PC. And there's a button right here. Go ahead and press that button. This is running Windows 10 Pro. You can see it booted up, and using the mouse we'll go ahead and log in. Close out of this, and then we're going to double click on the VSM Inv 600. There we go. Okay, so what I did is I did the saddle, which is centering the nickel ball to the center of the magnetic field. I did that yesterday, and what I'll do here is I'm just going to do the check on the nickel sphere, and we're going to run it at 5K. So what I'll do there is I'll go ahead and turn the magnet on and set to 5,000. Enter. And as you can see, the magnet is putting out 13.8 amps at 6.3 volts. And at this point, I'll go ahead and turn the drive on. So the sample should be at 6.92, very close. Let's take a look at this. I don't know if you can see, but it is vibrating. That's it. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll rotate the angle. Right now it's at 0. And the angle is indicated right there. You can see the blue light, LED lights light up while it's operating. And then from here I'm just going to go ahead and rotate it to 90. Okay. I'm getting roughly 6.95. Go ahead and rotate it to 180. Getting 6.94. And then finally we'll go ahead and rotate it to 270. And we're getting a reading of 6.91. I'll go ahead and shut the sample drive off. Go ahead and turn the magnet off. We're going to move this back to 0. And now what I'll do is I'll just move, I'm going to close out of the angle, rotation of the angle. I'll go into the Z position just to show you that the head does move up and down. And all we want to do is go ahead and hit remove sample. Get a better look at where the sample is in the sphere. That's in there. Okay, again, this just screws on. So there's your sample inside the holder. Put that back in a box. And as you can see, we're at home position. I'll just go ahead and move this down. I'm going to move to 50 millimeters. Just to show that the head does move up and down properly. And then you can step from here. You got different step sizes, increments. Let's go ahead to 10 millimeters. I'm doing is I'm just using the arrow here to step up and down. And then we could move back to home. Okay, that's our video demonstration of the LakeShore 8600 series VSM.